Okay. At the beginning, we would like to introduce user interface on the AD because when you open the AD, actually you don't know which button is a start button. So I will introduce user interface first. Normally, we can see the above this bar, and this entities is plural and properties. So this zone is function zone. So if you want to use some function, you have to go function zone and then click icon. And then sometimes this part for select file zone. If you want to select Ester file, please turn on Entities Explorer and then click step number, step file. And these properties for information zone, you can enter the patient and clinic information, patient name and patient gender and patient birthday, and also you can enter clinic information. This information going to your report after make treatment plan. I'll introduce main function description first. This is our software. We have 7 tabs. First tab is home. When you click the home, you can see the import and export button. So if you want to bring your patient scan data, please click home button and then click import. And some user cannot see export icon. Your export icon turn off. It means you don't have license. Everyone can install the AD software with trial mode, but trial mode only can use for 6 months, and you can use all function, but you cannot export Ester file. So if you export Ester file, you have to get license. And if you want to get license, please contact Arya and his company, and then Graphy team will make your license for 1 year. Actually, this license only for Graphy users. So you have to purchase our printer, curing machine, and spinner, and our lesson. And then you can get our license for 1 year. Every year you can change, you can request, you can update your license with from us. So go to home and then you can Ester import and export. And second tab is configuration. Nowadays we can use many intraoral scanner and model scanner also, but scanner quality is different. Some scanner quality is very good, but some scanner quality is very poor. If your Ester file quality is not good, your segmentation to register tooth information, segmentation and tooth movement, even aligner shell quality is also very low. So please make sure your scanner, and then sometimes you can see the bubble and hole, extra surface and tough surface and too big weight. That time you can edit Ester file under configuration. So before go to any function, we have to make sure Ester file quality first. And then you can go segmentation. That time your segmentation process is very easy. So today, I already shared my sample editing Ester file, so we can learn how can we fix Ester file altogether. After fix your ester file, and then you can go segmentation process. Segmentation process for register tooth information. Because when you import scan data, the AD doesn't have any tooth information. So we have to register tooth information such as crown shape and crown number and gingival area also. So there are some process for segmentation. First process is set. Set means you have to register tooth crown measure distal point. We will practice after, and then picking measure distal point, and then we can recognize crown shape automatically. That time, if your ester file quality is below, curve process is so difficult. But don't worry, you can edit ester file and also you can edit curve line. After recognize crown shape, and then we can separate between the tooth. And after that, we have to make sure tooth root axis, and then you can move to orthodontic part. Sometimes you have your patient is extraction case. That time you can extract tooth, virtual extract you can use after done segmentation. After that, you can go to orthodontic part to make treatment plan. There are two ways to make treatment plan: manual setup or semi-auto setup. Manual setup means you can make step by step by your hands. And another way is semi-auto setup. You just set final position, and then you can decide the staging or sequential movement like this. After that, you can decide your tooth movement per step, and then the AD creates between step automatically. So when you go to orthodontic part, you can see the many functions. I will introduce one by one. First line, second line, tooth function is for semi-auto setup function. First line means complete alignment without IPR, interproximal reduction. So just interproximal is contact. There's no space, but alignment is complete. And then you can decide this patient need IPR or not. If your patient need IPR, you can create second line. So your patient require IPR. Your patient final position name is a second line, and your patient no needs IPR stripping, no need. The time first line is final position. Like this, if you set final position, such as first line, second line, the AD create between step automatically according your movement. Stage for sequential movement. Based on your final position, you can control the sequential movement. And alignment function can create between steps. The time you can decide tooth movement. Correction is manual setup. When you go to correction, you can see the menu plate, control bar, and then you can move by yourself. So if you use the first line, second line, sometimes you want to modify something. That time you can use correction together. And our users are very confused of C align. C align means compensation alignment. What is compensation? Because during tooth movement, space is most important. There is no space, we cannot move the tooth. So when you create first line, every tooth just contact, in the proximal is contact. There's no space. But sometimes you need overcorrection expansion. That time, please, you can use a C align. So, yes. So C align is optional. According depends on your patient status. So first line and second line and alignment and correction is must we have to use. But see number 3, stage and number 6, C align is optional. It depends on your decide. After make treatment plan, and then we can go manufacture. Under manufacture, also you can see many function icon, but usually we use a part, block, make retainer, make aligner, engrave text, and make support. Yes.
How do you use separate? No, another.
Okay.
Let me show the state. I think stage.
No.
Yes.
Sorry.
I don't understand. What do you use state?
Okay, please wait. For orthodontic part
No.
means.
Stage. Yes, stage.
Okay.
Yes.
Staging.
Yes.
Okay, let's imagine your patient need anchorage
Yes.
to with extraction case. So already first premolar extract, and we have to move to majoralization posterior tooth. That time we need anchorage. So that time you just move only one tooth or two tooth. Okay. Sequential movement. Stage means sequential movement. Okay. So, right. You can decide based from your final position, and then you can decide how much do you want to move with sequential movement. You can decide. We have hands-on session. Practice session with the extraction case. That time I will introduce more detailed. Yes. So please go to make manufacture to create a line shell. Some user want to use attachment with chain memory aligner. Actually, everyone knows that chain memory aligner no need attachment, but if you want to use attachment, you can go to part function, and you can see the below also. To create a line shell, you can use make two function, make retainer and make aligner. Actually, make retainer for these people already have familiar orthodontic software like 3Shape, Nemo, Onyxape, Archform, like this. So they want to use this software because don't have enough time to learn more new function. So that time you can use your familiar software to make a treatment plan, and then you can export your setup as a file. And you can, if you want to use only for create a line shell, that time you can use make retainer. So, but you already done segmentation to the movement with the AD. That time you can go make a liner function. So when you go to make retainer, the AD you don't need to segmentation and tooth movement. So the AD does know tooth information, so we have to draw the trim line by yourself. But if you done segmentation on the AD, you don't need to draw the trim line by yourself. You just go make a liner, and then you can decide a liner trim line, such as straight margin or scallop margin. And even if you want to cover the gingiva area, you can enter how much do you want cover the gingiva part. Like this, you can use make a liner and after create a liner shell, and then we have to mark patient information, patient name, patient or patient code, and patient stem number and thickness information, and even you can engrave, create date. It depends on your decide. But during engrave text, please use English and Korean and number. For example, Spanish language we cannot recognize. Sorry, so please use code or number or English or Korean. After that, after finish engrave text, we can go make support function. To print aligner print to aligner print, we have to add support to print. So we have auto make support function. I will show you later. And we have analysis function. When you go to analysis, you can see the animation with your treatment plan. And sometimes you want to check tooth movement length or distance. The time you can use difference function. And session and length and angle, this function can measure thickness information and distance information and angle also. You can measure with under analysis. Final tab is view. You can see the function zone and entities explorer zone and properties. You can decide your Windows layout. You can decide your layout. But normally I fix entities explorer properties, and sometimes after make a treatment plan, I want to check step by step. The time I can open the step, and even sometimes I want to change my planner. The time you can open step notes. Like this, sometimes when you open the AD, you cannot see any properties and entities explorer. The time, please don't worry. Just go to view and then please check box. And this we have some steps to create a line shell. First step, scanning. Second step, configuration to fix edit ester file. After finish as configuration, we can go segmentation to register tooth information. And then you can go orthodontic part to make a treatment plan. And after that, you can go manufacture to create online shell like this. So please don't forget this process. We have 5 process to make online.